Hello students, today I am going to explain one of the most important types of problem in cost sheet. That's how to calculate the value of closing finished goods under FIFO method, LIFO method, simple average method and weighted average method. And this type of sum is very important from the viewpoint of examination. Look at the question. From the following data, production of a goods for half year ended on 30th September 1995 in Ashoka Enterprise. Prepare statement of cost sheet of production and the statement of profit and loss after valuation of closing stock. Valuation of closing stock means valuation of closing finished goods under FIFO method. That is materials given the opening balance. If you look at 1/4/2002 and 39/2002, opening value and closing value is given 20,000, 25,000. Likewise, value of semi finished goods, that is WIP value, is given 25,000 or 35,000. WIP means work in progress. Unsold goods, that is finished goods, 36,000 for 4,000 units. That means the price of 4,000 units is 36,000, but the value of closing finished goods is not given. It is written sign of interrogation and 5,000 units. Purchase of materials is 80,000. Chargeable expenses, that is given 55,000, and machine hour rate, that is also given 8 per hour. Machine hour rate ₹8 per hour. Machine hours worked 5,000 works. General office overhead 2.540 per unit. Selling and distribution overhead 1.50 per unit. Sale of 24,000 unit at ₹13 per unit, 13. And what should be the difference in profit if the closing stock are valued in different types of method? First they have asked for LIFO, then simple average, FIFO, then LIFO, then simple average, and then weighted average method. Now starts with the sum. I am telling you the closing finished goods value for 4,000 units is given 36,000. Then what will be the value for 5,000 units? Should we use the unitary method what we have learned in class 7? No, it is not so easy. In that way we cannot calculate the value of closing stock. That means the price of 4,000 units is 30,000. Then what will be the 36,000 by 4,000 into 5,000? No, that method cannot be, unitary method cannot be applied in cost sheet. There is a technique. Now first we start, then we should explain how should we do that part. Next, look at the question. Opening materials, that is given. We should start. It is 20,000, that is given. Then add purchase of raw material 80,000, 1 lakh. Then less closing materials, that is 25,000. It has been transferred to the outer column, 75,000. Then direct wages, that is productive 55,000. Yes, it is 55,000. Then direct expenses or chargeable expenses, that is 20,000. The total expenses coming out as prime cost, that is 1,50,000. As the formula, likewise we are just following the formula and we are doing this. It is very simple. Now factory overhead, that is given. Factory overhead is 8 per hour for 5,000 hours. For 5,000 hours, that is given 8. That means that is 40,000. Then we arrive at add opening finished goods. Opening finished goods, the value that is given opening finished goods, that is 25,000. Less closing finished goods. Closing finished goods they have calculated. How they have calculated? Less add opening semi finished goods. Opening semi finished goods, that is already given, that is WIP 25,000. Then closing finished goods, that is closing WIP, that is also given in the question. Then we arrive at works cost or factory cost. Then general office overhead. General office overhead is, that is ₹2.40 per unit, that is given, and we must say it is multiplied by 25,000 units produced. Now you may ask, from where we should got the value 25,000. Please students, you should write in your exercise book. The formula is production, listen very carefully and also note down in your copy. Production is equal to sales minus opening stock plus closing stock. Production equals to sales minus opening stock plus closing stock. If you look at the value, the opening sales value is given, opening stock value, opening stock means again I am opening finished goods plus closing finished goods, all the values are given. If we calculate it, then you will find it is 25,000. If you calculate it, then you should find, again I am telling, all these are should be calculated in terms of production equal to sales minus opening finished goods plus closing finish, all in units. You will find the production because sales figure is given, opening stock finished goods, opening finished goods figure is given, closing finished goods figure is given. And in case of office overhead, it should be multiplied by number of units produced. That's why it is 2.40 multiplied by 25,000 units. We have calculated it and we have got the value, and after adding it we got the value of cost of production. Now in the next step, coming back to the number of units total amount in the next table, opening stock of finished goods, what they have given, that is given 4,000, the value is given 36,000. At cost of production, cost of production is how much? Cost of production, that is also given, that is cost of production, that is given. We have just right now calculated the value, that is 25,000 units and the value is 24,000. In earlier table we have got this value. Less closing finished goods, closing finished goods is how much? 5,000, but what they have written the value, that is the value they have written 48,000. My answer is that we have to calculate the unit of 5,000. Okay, then the add selling and distribution, I will clarifying it later. Selling and distribution, how they have calculated selling and distribution overhead, again you have to remember, office overhead is multiplied by the number of units produced, but selling and distribution overhead, if it is given in terms of unit, it should be multiplied by number of units sold, that is 24,000 units. Then the sales figure, that is given 13 per unit, and the sales units are also given, that's why it is 3,12,000, likewise 3,12,000. Now look at the question, how we have got the value of closing finished goods. FIFO method means fast in fast out. That means when the company has sold the goods of 24,000, the earlier goods, listen very carefully, the earlier goods of 4,000 units has already sold. So closing stock represents only the goods from current purchase, only the goods from current purchase, only the goods from current purchase. That's why the cost of production per unit, if you go through there, cost of production per unit is, what is the value? 2,40,000 divided by 25,000, it comes out as 9.60. It comes out as 9.60. That's why it has been multiplied by 5,000 into 9.60 and we got the value of closing finished goods. Now again I am telling, FIFO method means fast in fast out. The goods which came earlier, which was the finished goods that has been sold, the closing stock represents the goods from current purchase, and the current cost of production per unit we have calculated, that is 9.60. That's why it is multiplied by that value. Now again we coming back to the LIFO method. If and the profit, it is balancing figure, if you look at, and what they are asking, they are asking the valuation of closing stock in different method. Now we are moving on to the LIFO method. In the same way we are doing, we are just discussing about the value of closing stock, not we are discussing all those things. Look, in case of FIFO method, the value of 5000 units, it came as 48,000, but in case of FIFO method, it came as 45,600. How it has been calculated? LIFO method means last in first out, it is just opposite. Now what happened? The goods, listen very carefully, the goods which has been sold, that is 24,000, from the current production of 25,000 it has been sold. Listen carefully, the goods 24,000 which has been sold, it has been sold from the current production of 25,000. তাহলে what is the remaining value from the current production? The remaining value is 1000. And if we look at the closing finished goods, total closing finished goods, that is 5000, then what does it mean? It represents 1000 from current purchase and 4000 from earlier stock. Again I am telling, LIFO method means last in first out. That means the goods which has produced, from that the goods has been sold. So from 25,000 production, 24,000 has been sold. তাহলে current closing stock, current closing finished goods represent 1000 from current production and 4000 from earlier production. Now it is very easy. Now look at the, in current production, if you look at here, 1000 from the current production, current cost of production we have already calculated in earlier cases. What was the value? That is 9.60. তাহলে 1000 should be multiplied by 9.60 plus 4000 should be multiplied by 9. Why it is 9? If you look at the closing finished goods value, that is 36,000, and the what is the opening finished goods units? 4,000. Then what will be the cost per unit? 36,000 divided by 4. That's why it is 4,000 into 9. 4,000 into 9. Also you can write in this way, the closing finished goods remains as it is. That's why the value of 36,000 is also given. You can straightway also write 36,000. 36,000 plus 1000 into 9.60. Therefore the closing finished goods came as 45,600. Now look at the figure, students. In earlier cases the value was, in the FIFO method the value was different. FIFO method most probably the value was 48,000. Now if it is LIFO method, the value has been changed and it has been changed to 45,600. Hope you have understood. Now we move on to the valuation of closing stock under average stock method. Average stock method is also very easy. Now look at the calculation. Very easy. Just write now in LIFO method what are the different types of cost per unit we have got. One is 9, another is 9.60. Why it is 9? That 4,000, the price of 4,000 units is rupees 9 per unit, and the price of 1,000 units, the rupees is rupees 9.60 per unit. And what is simple average? As simple as that, 9 plus 9.60 divided by 2. That's why the value came out as 9.30. Next, it is very easy. As we got the value 9.30, so the value of closing stock will be 5,000 into 9.30. Understood? Now we move on to the valuation of closing stock under weighted average method. Under weighted average method. Under weighted average method. Under weighted average method, it is also very easy. What is the formula? P1 Q1 plus P2 Q2 divided by Q1 plus Q2. Don't be nervous. What is P1? Price. P1 means price for the first one. Q1 means price for the quantity for the first one. Likewise, P2 means price for the second one. Q2 means quantity for the second one. Likewise, Q1 means quantity for the first one. Q2 means quantity for the second one. Now it is very easy. You have already calculated. 36,000, that means price into quantity, that is 36,000, plus P2Q2, that is 2,40,000, that means the cost of production, and it should be divided by Q1 plus Q2, 4,000 plus 25,000. Now the value came out as 9.517, and you should also write that formula for your purpose. You write in this way. In case of weighted average cost, you write in this way: the calculation of cost per unit, you should write down in your copy P1 Q1 plus P2 Q2 divided by Q1 plus Q2. In simple way I am telling what will be the value. In this way you can also remember the value of opening finished goods plus value of cost of production divided by opening finished goods plus current production. In this way also you can remember. Again you should write down the value of opening finished goods plus cost of production divided by opening finished goods unit plus production unit, then you will arrive at the value of 9.517. Then it is very easy, as the closing stock is 5,000, it should be multiplied by that, and the profit is again difference. This is one of the most important part of cost sheet. From the very beginning we should learn it, because in most of the cases they are in question, cost sheet is given in this way. You have to find out the closing stock either in FIFO or in LIFO or in simple average or in weighted average. Hope we have learned all of this method today, and thankful and very good afternoon to all of you.